Okay, we are recording. So it is, what is today? Monday, September 10th. Talking tonight about creating a team strategy, and maybe like in the future, within the next couple of weeks, if we know that there's a time that more of us can get on together, I really want us to be able to talk together as a group and not just me like throwing stuff out there. I want us to be able to kind of like brainstorm and give each other feedback together. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go over like some things that I've been kind of brainstorming, thinking of. Sorry, my phone's like going crazy. I'm going to shut it off. So that we can work together more as a team. Something that I, with the past couple of months, is trying to be super independent. That is, I mean, at times it's a strength to have to be an independent person, but in this business, it's a weakness of mine that I need to work on. And I'm recognizing that, and I am opening up about it to you guys, because I want to be better about it, you know, in terms of running challenge groups and running coach sneak peeks. Like, if we team up, there is so much more power in that. There's so much energy that we can create, and excitement and momentum, and the term FOMO, fear of missing out. Like, this business and being on social media, people join us not because they love the products or they love the programs. It's because they want to be part of the community and part of what we have to offer. And so I might have followers that look at me and they may be like, oh, that's kind of cool. But if I were to showcase our team as a whole and, you know, talk about the things that we do together, even just like team calls like this, if there was, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 of us on here, that is going to draw them in more than just me sharing my story by myself all the time. And the same goes for all of us. So I want to kind of create a better system for us to kind of move forward in the coming months to finish out the year. Even though it is, you know, it's September right now, going into fall and winter months. Yeah, a lot of people are not concerned with, or they're not willing to work on their health and fitness during the holidays, but there are those people out there. And I think that we can create more interest in it by working together. And so I just have some kind of basic ideas that I'm going to throw out there. Like I said, then we can kind of give it some thought throughout the month of September, and then like October, really hone in on doing this. But just starting out, challenge groups. So what I do right now is I have my Facebook community that any and every Beachbody customer of mine has been added to, and they stay in there. Some coaches start a challenge group within Facebook, and then once like the 30 days or whatever is up, basically they delete it. And those people that were in there, they have to like ask to be in the next one. I have started using the Challenge Tracker app in that way. But I keep my Facebook community as is. They're in there. They can post whenever and whatever. Challenge Tracker app, I add like anybody that is brand new that's just signed up with me, I will add them into it. And then anybody that specifically requests to be in it, because I do have a handful of customers that are like, I like the app because it gives me more accountability, and I will add them to it. So in terms of us as coaches teaming up to run challenge groups, you can totally add your people to my Facebook community, but I like the idea of you growing your own in that sense. But in terms of like the monthly challenge tracker app, because I restart a new challenge tracker app every month, I think that's where we should all team up together. Because when Lift 4 launched and I had a lot of people signing up, I had probably like 20 people in the challenge tracker app. But on a regular month, when I'm not pushing that hard, I'll have like 4 or 5. And it's just not as exciting. It's not as energized within the group. But if we team up, you know, and if like you as a new coach or anybody else is only getting like 1 or 2 people, well, guess what? When we add it all together, we're going to have 10 to 20 people. And I think it would go over a lot better. And we could also share responsibilities. Like, I know that myself during the week, you know, I can give a lot of my attention to the clients and the customers and the people in my groups. But on the weekends, I travel a lot. So it would be nice for us, if any of you are busy during the week and you can't check in as much, like I could take that load, but then on the weekends when I'm gone, you guys could kind of take on that load. If you're not super familiar with the Challenge Tracker app, you can schedule posts. Because I have a post that'll go up like every morning at 5 a.m. I'm not actually up at 5 a.m. doing that. You can schedule it so that it's there. Beachbody puts together like posts for us so that we don't have to come up with the content. So I use that all the time. And so that would save us time as we work together doing that. That's pretty much all I have in terms of like teaming up for that. But, we would still, as with our individual clients, take the time to, because something that I do with my new customers, for like their first month or two of them working with me, I will personally like message or text them once a week and be like, hey, how are you doing? What can I help you with? So I would only personally message my customers. You would do the same for your customers within that personal message, but all together in the group, we would be working together. In terms of thinking ahead for that, the next group that I will want to start in the app is October 1st. That is when Lift 4 officially comes out, because like now and prior to now, you had to purchase VIP access. Well, October 1st, it's officially out to any Beachbody On Demand customer. So you can kind of write that date down as you promote your next challenge group. It'll be our challenge group together. So that'll be Monday, October 1st. I do have a getting started guide that I am putting together that I will send to all of my new customers. And you can use the same, so you don't have to create your own. But yeah, so doing that for challenge groups. Same thing for coach sneak peeks or a coach open house. I'm trying to decide what I want to call it. I'd call it a coach sneak peek for the longest time. I don't know if I want to kind of rename it. But anyway, I'd like to do these once a month. And again, I do it in a Facebook group. I've been doing it lately in like a 2-day span, promoting it beforehand, saying, hey, do you want to learn about what I do? Do you have questions? Have you ever been interested in this coaching thing? I'll add them to the Facebook group. And I usually run it on like a Tuesday, Wednesday, because I find like on Mondays, people are just way too friggin' busy because it's the start of the week. So like on Tuesdays, me and the rest of you coaches that, we're running it together, Tuesdays, like share your story. And the people can tune in anytime to listen to those. And then Wednesdays, we kind of talk about like the logistics of coaching, like how do you make money? How do you get started? That sort of thing. And I want to do this as a team to help you guys get comfortable with sharing the coaching opportunity, because I know that when I started and my upline coach was like, oh, you need to invite people and share the opportunity, I was like, I don't know how. So running it together, I think, would be a learning opportunity for you guys so that you can be more comfortable with that. Yeah. So doing that, and I think, let me look at my calendar. I know it's in the team page, but I don't know off the top of my head right now. Next week, so next Tuesday and Wednesday would be September 18th and 19th. I plan to run one then. And just a little bit of like advice here right now. I'll start like tomorrow. I pretty much do it every day. I try to throw in like bits and pieces of the coaching life, like in my Instagram stories. They call it breadcrumbing, just like leaving little hints of what I do. And then I would say by like this Friday, I'll make like an actual invite, like, hey, I'm running this next week. If you've ever been interested in what I do, blah, 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 let me know. So then I can start adding those people over the weekend. Yeah, anyway, doing that. And then that kind of leads to, when you recruit a new coach and you're like, okay, well, someone wants to sign up with me. What do I do? Add your people to the team page that I've created, but we can all run it together. The like 7-day coach quick start that I would have given you as a new coach, you can pass that on to them. Like, we create these systems so that we can, just duplicate it and pass it on to our new coaches so that they don't have to like recreate and you don't have to recreate. guides and videos and that type of thing. That takes up a lot of time. So just doing that. And then lastly, it's kind of related, but it's not at the same time, but creating a free Facebook community. I just listened to a video. It was in the Beachbody Champions page. If you're not already in that group, you should go add yourself. There's a coach named Kate Morgan, and I love her to death. She's only been a coach for like 8 or 9 months, and she already was able to quit her full-time job as a teacher, and she's just amazing. But she talked about how she created a free Facebook group for like the people that she invites that are like, yeah, I would like the support, but I don't have the money, or I don't want to pay for, whatever. She's like, well, hey, I'll add you to this free place. And basically she posts in there like every other day, just sharing, valuable content like she would share on her Instagram page or her Facebook page. Excuse me. But then it gives her this platform to go to immediately. And number one, build relationships within that free community so that when it's time for her to promote her next boot camp or her next coach sneak peek, she goes to them first and is like, hey, I want you guys to know I'm starting enrollment for my next boot camp. You get first dibs. And it just builds that like excitement behind it. And she's already formed relationships with those people. So in terms of a free community, I think that's something that we should each create on our own. Because I think, number one, it could get really big really fast because people love free stuff. They're going to want to be added to it. And I think we could potentially run into the issue of like, say, Kelsey, you added a friend to it and, I added a friend. Mm-hmm. And then when we go to sign up people for, we talk about our next boot camp, say both of our friends wanted to do it. Like if there got to be so many people in the group, we might somehow like mess up. Like I might accidentally sign up your friend, if they came to
vice versa.
Yeah. And yeah, I just wouldn't run into that. So okay. Yeah, if you wanted to start your own free Facebook group, I have done that. And some things just like to give ideas that Kate said she shared, she's only posted like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday or something. Because she's like, it's free. I want to add value, but I don't want to spend a ton of time on what I'm going to be adding. But, just like Monday, do Motivation Monday, Wednesday, do like a workout tip or something like that. But hold on. Doing that. Oh my gosh, I'm going to die.
Don't die.
Oh, I get to talking and then I like, oh boy. Huh. Do you have any questions at this point?
Not right now. It's pretty
self-explanatory. Huh. Okay. I think I'm good. Luckily, I'm almost done talking. But that's really all I wanted to go over. Oh, can you hear me? Good?
Yes, got it.
Okay. That's really all I wanted to go over. Gosh dang it. I'm just going to have to like stop because this is not Okay. Yeah. So, just basically pairing up. How can we work together to create more energy, momentum in the things that we are posting about our upcoming groups to get people excited and that sort of thing. So I'm going to at least end the recording here.